Hi friends, welcome back to today's session. And before I get into what I'm doing today, why don't I get my disclaimers out of the way and then hop into it. Of course, before we get started, I do have those disclaimers I need to get out of the way. I live near a major highway here in the country of Belize, so you will hear those motor vehicles in my background. You will hear them more so now because I'm filming in the day. And yeah, it's quite a busy highway. Also, where I live, there's a lot of wild birds. You will hear them calling, chirping, and crying in the background. I just saw one flew across my window, so I know they're going to make their self known in this video. And thirdly, I have dogs. I have dogs. My neighbors have dogs. So if anyone comes in this neighborhood, you will hear those dogs start barking. And with that, I get back to my regular scheduled program. Okay, so for today, as you can see, I have my well, it's not totally handmade, but I did put together this little black sketchbook. I have my black sketchbook that I put together out. This is a piece where I use it. I don't know what's going on, but I am enjoying using tone paper, especially black paper. I'm enjoying the process. So today I thought, hey, you know what? I barely use these, which is my pointer pastel. These are the pastel or chalk pastel pencils. I barely use these. So I pulled them out today and I said, why don't I do a session with you regarding this? Now, the one thing I should tell you about these pencils that is new that you have not seen I've done is that I printed numbers on them, because if you recall the review I did of these pencils, they don't have color names or color indicators. Like some pencils don't come with color names, but they come with color indicators, numbers, like they have a 1, 2, 3, or a I think some of them comes with 3 coded, 205, 607, you know, and those are the color indicated codes. This thing came with it, and I got tired of constantly having to swatch them out. So what I did for this is that I put numbers on the end of the pencil. I hope you can see it here. So this is now color indicated number 2. Here is number 10. Yeah. So I have these now numbered so I could easily refer to them. And for my session, because I'm working with black paper, if you notice, the pencil in my hand is actually a colored pencil. I am using the Milan Big Lead to sketch with. You can use graphite to sketch with on black paper. The thing about graphite is that it does show up, but you kind of have to tilt the paper a little bit to kind of see the reflection of, or the sheen of the graphite on the paper, so you can see it better. I just think it's more better for me to use a light color pencil, like maybe a white, or in this case I'm using mustard yellow to draw this piece. And I just find it, for me, it is better. So, and that's the reason why I do it. Now let me quit with the blabbering. I don't know why I'm blabbering, but let me quit with it and get into the drawing of what I'm going to draw. Okay?
Seeing eyes of mine, you see, there are no trees inside of me. In this desert I can look at you with love. Seeing all that I can learn. Can you stay and I will grow? Grow the hanging gardens of Babylon. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong, strong.
Okay, I'm all sketched up. I guess now you see why I chose to use the Milan Big Lead, because it does, the lighter colors does show up on paper. And I'll be using my pointer chalk pastel pencils to color with. I'm just pulling out the colors I want to use. And yeah. So let's get with some coloring, shall we?
I wanna be strong, strong, strong. We do
I am finished. That, I won't want to say brutal, but that was definitely a learning experience. I actually, notice I'm still tweaking too. I actually enjoyed it. And yes, I am still tweaking because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be tweaked. The one thing I don't like about these particular pencils, and the one, there's two deterrents to these pencils for me. Now, these pencils may be right for some people, but for me, the two deterrents of these pencils that I discovered is, one, they're too soft. They're very, very, very soft. The lead breaks very easily. Even when I use my X-Acto blade and sharpen it, it breaks. So the lead is easily broken. And the second deterrent I don't like about these pencils is, how can I put it? It's like, I don't know if they take on a shine, but like when you put it down on paper, it tends to develop like a little, I call it a shine. Like, it's like if I should put this in some wax, it takes on that like a waxy shine on the tip of the lead itself, on the pencils, on the tip of the leads. And what it does, it engraves lines when you're coloring into your paper. And that's what I don't like about the shine. And for that reason, I have some lines here. There's some lines here. I was trying to cover them up because of that. And I noticed primarily, I believe it was this exact color here, this dark blue color here, that in the lead itself, it's like little rocks. I'm not sure if the manufacturers of this pencil, I'll need to ask them how finely they ground their pastel, their chalks or their pigment, how finely ground they use it, because I noticed that when I'm coloring, and even when it doesn't take on the shine, I notice that it makes like lines, like when you're scoring lines into your paper. And when I look at the tip of the pencil to see if it's a shine it created, I see little rocks, minute little rocks in the pencil. And so I'm not sure. I'll try to see if I could take a close-up of this and put it on this video so I could show you what I'm talking about, especially in this blue. This blue, dark blue here seem to have a lot of them. And what these little rocks do, it kind of creates score lines in your art when you're coloring, and it doesn't allow, like, it scratches the paper and it doesn't allow the pigment to go down. But all in all, that was a fun experience. Besides those two objections, the softness of the lead and the shine that this lead created, and apparently rocks that are in the lead, those were the only objections I had to using these pencils. The main reason I don't use them a lot is because they're chalk pastels, and as we all know, chalk pastels tend to be a little messy. But all in all, I do enjoy using these pencils. I vow that for 2020, I'll be using the art supplies that I rarely use a lot, because there are a few of them that I rarely use, and I usually go to my Milan Big Lead. But let's see what other art supplies we can use and make the most of them. And that's it. I'm going to end this session here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. I truly appreciate it. Oh my gosh, at last check, I am over 200 subscribers. I can't believe it. It's mind-blowing that I'm over 200 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. OMG, thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you for letting me not feel alone while I'm discovering my place in art. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I also do have a little bit of housekeeping to do. Oh my gosh, I'm talking so long. I do have a little bit of housekeeping to do. I should say in this video that my subscriber giveaway will be postponed. I just learned that they have postponed the reopening of my country. Our borders are still closed, believe it or not. It is still closed. Our airports are still closed. So there is no in or out of the country of Belize. And they have apparently postponed the opening. The opening was supposed to be last month, but they have postponed it, and for that reason my subscribers giveaway will run, and I have to pause it. So I will be pausing that until we reopen the country. I thought it was going to reopen because it was a whole year. I think it was July 17th. So they were supposed to open the country on July 2nd, but they have postponed it because we had like 3 or 4 cases of COVID-19 appeared. So they had closed back the country down, and so they have postponed reopening, and I will have to do my subscriber giveaway because it's for everybody in the world, in the global nation. Anybody, any citizen of the global world can, well, global world, the global is the world, of the global nation can participate. Anyone in the world can participate, and I will ship the prize to you anywhere in the world. I should link that video where I discuss those prizes for that giveaway in the description below, so you guys know what you're getting. And so I've postponed it until my country reopens because there's nothing going out of Belize right now. Okay, sorry for this long ending. I am so sorry, but I just want to thank you guys for the well over 200 subscriber giveaway. Giveaway now, the well over 200 subscribers, and that I have to postpone the subscriber giveaway. And for that, thank you for joining me on this journey. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.